So this is what the Goldwing looks like after my 3-day Scenic Byway tour in Iowa and Nebraska. And before I lose your attention, just real quick, here's some pictures and a couple of video clips from that weekend that put this bike in this condition. Now the reason I have all this off, I did an oil change. That's really simple on this bike actually. You don't have to take any panels off. It's a fill cap, a drain, and a filter cover housing with one bolt in the middle. Easy. All of this is just to get the speedometer cable off. So what happened is the speedometer cable, this was cracked, so I had it zip tied on to this piece. So it goes in there, and this is just all messed up because I was trying to take it apart. So it goes in there, and then this piece is driven by the hub. You can see all the splines on that gear are off because when that cable pulled out, this little gear in here quit spinning. It flopped back and forth. It broke off the tab that goes into there. So I need that piece and I need that piece, but I fixed the speedometer cable. You can pull this out, clean it off, clean out your sleeve, lubricate it, which is regular maintenance. I should have done it. When I got this bike, I should have just torn it all apart and put new fluids everywhere, brake, clutch. I mean, I did the rear end and the engine oil and that sort of thing, but I should have lubricated this cable and the tachometer cable, which I didn't think to do, and it bit me because this right in the bend by the wheel had some plastic embedded into this spring. So this started getting stiff and it popped out and didn't want to spin and ruined my day. So I need to get that odometer fixed, which that's a whole nother thing. I did keep track of my mileage on my GPS, so I know how many miles a bike should have. Not that a couple thousand miles is going to change the value of a bike this age anyway, but I want it to be correct. But I fixed the cable. I'm just going to reuse it because cables for stuff this age are either expensive, difficult to get, if you can get them at all, or non-existent. So this will work fine, but instead of a zip tie, which can get damaged through UV light and heat, I am going to safety wire the thing back on. It's lubricated, like I said. This one can I've had for like 10 or 12 years. It lasts forever because you never use that much of it. So that's why the bike's all ripped apart. I need to clean it. I mean, it's dirty. I did well over 200 miles of gravel on this trip. I probably did over 300 miles of gravel, honestly, because a lot of the stuff in the Nebraska sandhills, I was off-road, or not off-road, on minimum maintenance roads, gravel roads. I was actually off-road in the sandhills with this thing. That you saw that in the beginning of the video. Iowa less hills, a lot of minimum maintenance stuff out there, or gravel just to get around on these scenic byways and these spots. So it is not a BMW GS 1200. It is a Honda GL 1200. GL, GS, you know, both a boxer motor. This one's got 2 extra cylinders and way less suspension. So I'm using it in a way it was never intended to. And honestly, I'm not sure it's ergonomically correct for me either. My back and my hips still hurt, like right between my shoulder blades. And I think the shoulder blade thing could be fixed with handlebars because there's too much twist in the handlebars. I need them more like this. But I mean, it was the right bike at the time. It runs great. It works fine. It just doesn't suit me physically or the way I want to ride. So I'll get it all back together and working. I'm just not sure if I'm going to keep it for very much longer, especially when you have to do all this Tupperware work to fix something as simple as a cable. But more pictures and video of that trip will be coming. Make sure you're subscribed. You just got a tiny little taste of it at the beginning of the video.